Hello, we're going to take a look through the French newspapers now, and I'm joined by Florence Villeminot for that. Hello, Florence.
Good morning.
Now, it's the end of the summer holidays for French government ministers. They're getting back to work tomorrow, Wednesday, and the French papers focusing, though, on what they've managed to achieve so far, François Hollande's government.
That's right. We're going to take a look at Libération, the left-leaning newspaper that takes a look at what François Hollande has done this summer, actually. And it's very critical, which is surprising for Libération, which tends to be a cheerleader for Hollande. On the front page, it says, François Hollande's very average summer, and there you see a mock postcard that perhaps Hollande would have sent from Fort Brégançon, where he spent his vacation. Now, inside, Libération points out that Hollande said that he needed to recharge his batteries, but according to Libération, instead, his 2 weeks off was marked by bad timing and bad PR for him. The current events that we're seeing in France caught up with him, from Syria to security with the Amiens riots and the Roma community expulsions to the economy. And Libération says that he didn't deal with these things very well. To quote Libération, they said that he appeared more like a sailor being jerked around by the wind than a captain holding the course. He appeared to be reacting instead of acting. And in their editorial, Libération says that it's hard to understand just what Hollande's intentions are, and it likens him to a marathon runner who's wasting time before the race.
And Le Monde says it's time for François Hollande to make some tough choices.
That's right. It's on the front page of Le Monde. L'heure des choix pour Monsieur Hollande. Le Monde also says that Hollande has been criticized from the right and from the left for dragging his feet. Critics say that the government lacks confidence in the face of the economic crisis and doesn't have a clue about how it's going to actually carry out its campaign promises. Now, Le Monde also says that Hollande hasn't yet really laid out a concrete policy or vision of the future, and it says that the time has come now to make choices and to make reforms. Now, change will take time, but the time has come to react, especially concerning the economy and the euro crisis. And the euro crisis is on the front page of Le Figaro, the right-leaning newspaper. L'Europe met la Grèce au pied du mur, so Europe puts Greece's back against the wall. This comes after European creditors are keeping the pressure up on Greece to balance its budget and have threatened that it could have to leave the eurozone. And in their editorial, Le Figaro says this crisis is a new challenge for Hollande and Angela Merkel, the German chancellor. They're going to meet in Berlin on Thursday. And in their editorials, they say that Hollande and Merkel need to get over their differences and adopt a common attitude with regard to Greece.
One thing that Greece still has going for it, of course, though, is its wonderful beaches, a lot of tourism, and Christian paper La Croix is focusing on that and other southern European countries.
That's right. It's good news for once on the cover of La Croix. It says that tourists are loyal to the south of Europe, and inside it takes a closer look at Greece. Italy, Spain, and Portugal have all experienced very good tourist seasons this summer, which is a breath of fresh air for them, given what a beating they've taken because of the European crisis. And tourism is a key sector for their economies, says La Croix. And it points out that even if local tourists are dropping, locals aren't going on vacation so much, that's being compensated by tourists from emerging nations such as China, India, and Brazil.
And let's take a quick look at Libération reporting on Afghanistan.
That's right. Now, there are events happening in the middle and the center of the country, and basically it's since the beginning of July, there have been local initiatives against the Taliban. Now, these come in several forms, from protests to locals actually taking up arms and fighting against the Taliban. Now, according to an article in Libération, there have been about 100 Taliban that have been killed, and several villages have been, quote, freed from the Taliban. Now, according to this article, this movement, these kind of rebellions, are getting a lot of support by the Afghan president, Hamid Karzai. But the article wonders just how effective these rebellions can be, and wonder if it might be just a last-ditch effort from locals.
Okay, thanks very much, Florence, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned to France 24.